When rumors start moving faster than facts, people begin treating fiction like evidence. Lately, the internet has turned Chrisean Brock into a character in a crime thriller, calling her a confidential informant, accusing her of kidnapping plots, hitmen, and even multiple personalities. None of these claims come from courts, law enforcement, or verified reporting. They come from commentary pages, reaction videos, and people stitching chaos into conspiracies. Tonight, we're separating documented reality from digital imagination and breaking down why these accusations don't hold up under even basic scrutiny.
The reason why CPS doesn't do anything to her is because she's a federal informant, number one. They know everything that goes on with Junior. They know stuff we don't know. So when people are reporting, like how y'all, let me say this, right? Junior is almost 3 years old. People have been calling CPS since the day he was born. The hospital were the first people to file a CPS case on Chrisean, and that she took Junior, ran out the back door. She never suffered any consequences from that. That's for a reason. So I know a lot, and if I'm being honest right now, if we're being completely real, right? For most normal children, if you took a child like Junior to the doctor, yeah, CPS would scoop him up immediately. They don't care about Junior, and I think a lot of people, y'all don't get just how many people don't care about Junior. That's why he's still in Chrisean's custody, because nobody cares. Like I told y'all the story before about how when Chastity had went to jail while she was with Chrisean and she had to leave Luella with Chrisean, Chrisean was abusing both of them. And Chrisean, once again, the federal government knows about everything she does. So Chrisean had a plot to unalive Luella, and somebody on the back end, they did what needed to be done so that they could make sure that Chastity got out of jail so she could go get her child. And Junior just got left with Chrisean. Just like when y'all seen the police pull up at the hotel room on Bino and Chrisean, and they had Whip It cans and alcohol bottles all over the place, and CPS was called to the room then too, and they left with no one. Y'all gotta, like, you don't have to believe anything I say, but I want y'all to pay attention to stuff. Like how I always tell y'all, I'll put the pieces of the puzzle together for y'all, or I'll help y'all do it, we'll do it together, whatever the case may be, right? But all of this stuff is already on the internet. Y'all just got to pay attention to it. There's been plenty of times where the police have pulled up on Chrisean, and Junior is still in her custody. When Chrisean comes into contact with the cops, she's flagged in the system. And it's a flag letting the police know that she's a CI, and they have to call and get permission just to do anything with her. Like, Chrisean's, a lot of the shit that Chrisean gets away with, it's literally just because she's a CI. And then the CPS thing too, allegedly she has family in CPS at Baltimore, and they were told to just ignore all the calls that they get in Baltimore too. This is not a regular situation with a regular child, a regular mother, anything like that. Nobody cares about Junior. And the type of shit that Chrisean has going on, and the people that she helps lock up and put away and stuff like that, that's what gets her the privilege of avoiding a CPS case. And we've talked about over here before too, probably another reason why the government doesn't care more about stepping in and helping Junior is because nobody's really interested in taking care of Junior. If we're being straight up honest, like we just talked about how Junior has no quality of life whatsoever, how he would need around the clock care, all the doctors he would need and everything else. Most people are not going to be willing to take that on at all. And we can sit back on, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I wouldn't want to take it on. Or just to be completely honest, I can sit here and I can say that Junior's situation is sad, because it is, but I would have no interest whatsoever if I'm just being real. Especially not somebody else's child that they messed up on their own. I would have no not even a little bit of interest in taking care of a child that requires as much care as Junior does. And most people wouldn't. If you're being real with yourself, I don't care how sad you think the situation is, most people would not want to take on that role because it is a lot. It is a lot. Just the normal special needs / autistic child is a lot to care for most people. So imagine a child like Junior that can't eat, can't talk, can't walk, can't do anything, especially now where he's just been left to basically deteriorate for so long. And a lot of y'all don't know too that Junior has a death date. Like, he's not, that's why he has palliative care. It's not so who was it that, it was somebody from Krishan's family. I want to say they said it was Tareen, maybe. Either Tareen or Tessa said that the longest he was supposed to live is 4 years old. So do y'all think the government is gonna like take one of their best rats off the street that's been helping all these like major players get locked up just to save a child that is supposed to expire within the next year? Like I said, this isn't a regular situation at all. So she does take him to the doctor. She has protections though. It's like, F it, then we're watching June. Yeah, then that's basically what it is. And to me, like, when I say that the situation is sad, that's what I mean. Like, everybody is just sitting back watching this child die. I say that when Krishan said this, when she said that she gave away her Blueface chain at $33K, that was her snitching for a future favor. I said that already, right? So there she is saying that she gave away the chain to $33K. And to me, that basically symbolizes, hey, I gave basically $33K is going to be the one to take Blueface about my life pretty much, right? Now, I want to show y'all, we're going to look at a video from none other than Peter. And it's basically just confirming what the $90,000 is about. So let's get into it. So y'all see the video. Let's go back and go over it a little bit. So in the video, it is talked about that Krishan had a train ran on her. We're going to talk about that in another video if I have not already. But y'all can see here, this young man is none other than who? $33K, of course, right? So there's his implication. Job, take him out. So it looks like Krishan has put a $60,000 deposit on Blueface so far. So it looks like the total with the remaining $90,000 will be $150,000 for Blueface's life. Y'all, when I say all you really have to do is pay attention to what these people do online, because Krishan especially tells on herself all the time, and you really just have to pay attention to what's going on for real. You don't have to have people constantly spoon feeding you stuff or anything like that. Just pay attention. When people try to tell you something that actually do have the truth, it's okay to listen to it, and it's okay to, you know, put the pieces of the puzzle together yourself. If you can't, I'm here to do it as always. And it's scary to know that somebody like Krishan is out on the loose in general, not even just for Junior's sake. Like, in general, it's scary to know that somebody like her is just allowed to run around freely, especially knowing that the government she's property of the federal government. At this point, just make her like a CIA experiment, but within a lab or something. Take her off the streets though. That's all she was placed on this earth to do by the devil, was cause chaos and destruction everywhere she goes. She left him out on the shoreline so he could she had paid a deposit to somebody from the black market to come get him, and then she was pacing back and forth down the street because they ran off with the deposit and didn't take Junior. I wonder that night that them people ran off with her money and didn't actually take Junior, I wonder, like, if she abused Junior that night. Like, if she took her anger out on Junior. Because I'm pretty sure she does take her anger out on Junior all the time. And that seems like it will be something that set her off for real. because she really thought she was going to get rid of him that night. And then the main situation, one of the main situations that I want to talk about today, is Ronnie's role in the unaliving of what would be Chrisean's second victim. And that's Mr. V. Ronnie did not commit that murder, but he took the fall for it, basically, so Chrisean could stay free. And him basically finally deciding to come clean about it and what actually happened that day is actually what ended Ronnie pretty much.
This was just a few minutes pulled from hours and hours of defamation, slander, and libel that get recycled online every single day. We've only scratched the surface of how these narratives are built, weaponized, and amplified. Stay tuned, video drops at a later date, and we're going even deeper.